Yes, good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you're viewing from. You're most welcome to Mito Plus Labs Friday Fellowship. My name is Simon Balin, and I'm your host tonight on behalf of Mr. Rama Kizito and Morondo Daniel. Tonight is an amazing evening. We are going to share a couple of things, a lot of interesting things. We are going to be recapping on a couple of things that we've been going through the week. We had a BLC class on Monday. We had a Twitter space on Tuesday. We had a BLC class on Wednesday, and we had another Twitter space on Thursday. And yet, we had another amazing and beautiful session of our software development classes. We had orientations. We had Greg from Canada, and we had another amazing individual, Mr. Tony, also from Russia. Yes, it was an amazing session. We've already kick-started with our software classes, and it was an amazing session. So if you haven't registered for the software classes, we are going to tell you how to register. And if you have not registered for the BLC classes, our incoming class is also about to get started. So go ahead and visit www.mitopluslabs and go to the BLC Blockchain Literacy Centers and register for the Blockchain Literacy Centers. We are having free lessons. We are having free classes. We are having free courses from experienced people, from men that have experience, men that have succeeded in this in the industry, and you have to learn something. You have to be up with speed. You have to learn something. Make sure you learn something. Otherwise, you're going to be our boss, our founder always calls it living behind the rock. If you don't get to be part of this technology, I assure you, in the near future, you're going to be living behind the rock. You're going to be living behind the world, the country as Uganda, the country as Kenya, the country as Nigeria is going to move from a third world country, and is going to move to the first world country. But yourself, you are going to remain a third world individual. So make sure you run up to speed with the technology, and it's going to be amazing if all of us get together to learn this technology, to learn the technology that has made a lot of people succeed. Make sure you register with the Blockchain Literacy Centers. Make sure you register for the software classes, and it's going to be amazing. So tonight is an amazing session. I'm going to have Mr. Andrew Senyomo, our BLC teacher and tutor, and also our coordinator in the East and Central Africa, is going to be in studio tonight. And we are going to be having our founder, Mr. Ivaibi Festo. Most of you call him Sam Festo. He's gonna be with us tonight, and we are going to have Mr. Rama Kizito as well. Mr. Rama Kizito is gonna be with us, but is not in studio today, but is going to join us via Zoom. So I'm so excited about this evening. I'm so really excited about this evening. With me tonight, I have two amazing gentlemen that I want them to introduce themselves to you. I want them to tell you their names and why they are here tonight. Both of them are students at Mito Plus Labs. One of them is one of our students in the BLC class, and another one is one of our students that registered for the software development courses. I will start with this side. And I will call him to introduce himself, to tell you about himself. Yes, you are most welcome.
Thank you very much. My name is Emmanuel Atire, a student at Mito Plus Labs, part of the BLC class. It's an honor. It's nice to be here, to be in the studio.
Wow, awesome. That's Emmanuel, one of our BLC students. And on this side, I have another. He's one of our leaders he's one of our BLC leaders from Burundi and from Kigali. He's also a student of software development classes. So if you are in Kigali and you've not registered, you are being late. Rush yourself. Go ahead and visit www.micropluslabs and register for the software classes and for the BLCs. If you are in Burundi as well, and if you are in France or wherever you are, you got to register yourself for the technology. Yes, on this hand, I have another amazing gentleman. Yes, sir. You're most welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting me tonight. My name is Ivan Cielo Ngendahayo, born and raised Burundi, but currently living in Uganda.
Wow.
And as you said, I'm a leader at MicroPlus Labs, and I've subscribed for the studies of software development, which I'm so excited about.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wow. To our viewers, some of them may think we are talking about Kigali, we are talking about Burundi, but we are speaking English. I want you to greet our leaders, our viewers from the French-speaking community, and the Rwandese-speaking community, and probably the Burundians that speak that language, whatever language it is. I want you to greet them. First, I'll Mezute.
Mezeneza.
Bite.
Ni sawa. Mezute na.
Manishimwe.
Chai.
So I want you, So I want you to talk about I want you to repeat what you've just said in French to our viewers.
Bonsoir, tous les téléspectateurs. Comme j'ai dit, je m'appelle Ivan Cielo Ngendahayo, je suis burundais. Currently, je vis en Ouganda. Récemment, on a introduit les cours de génie logiciel, et c'est ce que je fais aujourd'hui avec MicroPlus Labs.
Wow. Merci. Yes, all right. Okay, I'll turn back to this gentleman, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yes, please.
Mr. Emmanuel is one of the people that registered with us when we started the literacy centers. And I want him to briefly tell us about his journey with MicroPlus Labs and how he has benefited from the program.
Yeah, I began the very first lesson, and it was some time earlier on this, much earlier this year. I'm so grateful that I got to understand, not only listen to YouTube videos. I got to realize much later on that much of content creation is happening instead of literal facts being given. So so far I've been able to understand a few indicators thanks to Mr. Andrew, who has been so great in each and every class we have had, and for the students out there who also do well. Like literally, we find ourselves in a class, and you find students now able to give more insights. I myself am more behind. I do not share that much, but I enable myself to at least share with those around me. And one experience that really stood out for me was sometime last week when I had a call from a certain someone who received my number from another person, and we agreed to meet somewhere in town, so that in an open space, so that's for my own safety, and for I was not sure of what was going to happen. So we sat down, and he pulls out his gadget to show me a chart of Forex, and in that chart he's showing me the different stages of how people are benefiting, saying that if we had put in $100 somewhere, would have hit 1,000 or 20,000. If I had put 1,000, would have hit 100,000, and this is in dollars. So he went on and on, dropping a few indicators. Of course, somewhere he was wrong, and when he was done, reached a conclusion, and I'm like, you know what? You've fallen on someone who knows. So whatever you're saying, you're actually even wrong. and he wanted to get physical. So in that time, I'm like, but man, it's no point. You see me, you see yourself, there's no chance. And that's how the engagement ended. But I got, after that experience, I got to wonder, because now this was my first time with a scammer, you know, and actually meeting the person face to face. I have this thing of, if I'm not seeing you face to face and it is money involved, the deal doesn't count for me. So
Okay, so you're not a type of a person that would pay for something online. You're not a type of a person that would buy from Amazon.
I know, I do online shopping. I have
But
no
it's
problem with
it's
that.
an online transaction. You're not meeting anyone physically.
Yeah, but in terms of this particular thing, I needed to see this person because my gut told me this could be a scam. And when we sat down and we had the chat, he actually verified all the things. So that alone was like an experience for me that I wouldn't want anyone else to go through. So that bit alone, I think because it was a Friday. The Friday we were meant to have the fellowship like we always do. So my mind was tuned to all those things on that day and even now. So I just thank everyone at Metro Plus who has been teaching us all these things, because that experience is not something someone who's new, like a novice in the field or industry, should go through. Because had I not known the little information I knew, would have fallen for the thing properly. So far, I just thank everyone at Metro Plus who's doing a great job, and that experience shouldn't be shared with everyone who goes through such.
Wow. So a lot of us have been scammed. A lot of us are victims of scams and a lot of things. A lot of things are happening in this industry, and a lot of actually more negative energy is in the industry than the positive energy that we have in the industry. So that's why Metro Plus Labs is here. Metro Plus Labs has come to educate, has come to equip, has come to teach people the right information, to give people the right information. Myself, I paid about, it was about 4,000 USD to learn this. A lot of people, even online, ask for a couple of dollars to give this information. But look, Metro Plus Labs has come to give this information, the right information, at a free cost. Our founder, Sam Festo, has put down 4.08 million USD to educate, to actually, by the way, we are focusing on building 1,000 literacy centers all over Africa. We are focusing on building 1,000 physical literacy centers all over Africa. So, Africa, get ready. Africa, Nigeria, Burundi, Rwanda, Kenya, all African countries, just get ready. Malawi, get ready. We are coming to you. Just get ready. Just position yourself for the free information, for the free knowledge that we are giving. Position yourself. We are coming. And hey, we are looking for leaders from different countries. So make sure you are in the spot. Make sure you spot yourself in a position of being a leader, because we want to spread this information to as many people as possible, to as many countries as possible, and to as many regulators as possible. We want the regulators to come close to the technology, so that they can regulate something they know. So we are spreading good vibes. So if you are in blockchain and you are avoiding the regulator, you are doing a wrong thing. You are doing a wrong thing. So do yourself a favor, get close to a regulator. We want to work together with the government. We are not fighting against the government, and we are not against any other company. We want to work together with other tech companies to build Africa, to take Africa to another level of success. Yes, so still with you, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yes.
with the time that you've been in learning at the BLCs, is there something that apparently that you can do in the market that you couldn't do before?
Yeah. Now I have a grasp on MAs, the moving averages, the
Yeah.
exponential simple.
Yeah.
I understand how Bollinger Bands move, and also understand the RSIs,
Yeah.
MACDs. Those are just the tools I use.
Which one is your favorite?
I would say the Bollinger Band, because it's
Wow.
what I'm more of a visual guy. So
Wow. Myself, I'm a Bollinger Band trader. Myself, I'm for Bollinger Bands. Myself, sometimes I don't even look at other indicators. Personally, I'm for Bollinger Bands. Well, that's amazing that you know the trading tools and the indicators to use. One of the reasons people lose money in the blockchain industry is because they are not informed. People come in the blockchain, people come to trade cryptocurrencies and Forex as if they are going to sports betting, as if they are betting on either one team to win or another one. So they're not sure of what they are going to do. So they are literally betting, and in betting you cannot be sure. But listen, with Mitro Plus Labs, we give you the information that you'll be 99% sure of what you are doing, because you literally know, you can literally know where the market is going. You can know what to do in a market, in a certain market phase. You can know what to do in maybe when the market is consolidating. You can know when the market, what to do when the market is doing this and that. So register with the Mitro Plus Labs. Go to www.mitropluslabs.com and register, and also visit us on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit our Facebook page and follow us at Mitro Plus Labs Official, and also follow us on Twitter at Mitro Plus Labs Official, and also follow us on Instagram at Mitro Plus Labs Official. Go ahead and follow us, like and comment on our posts, and spread hashtag. Go ahead and talk about Mitro Plus Labs. Talk about Mitro Plus Labs in your posts, in your tweets, and you are gonna be blessed. And give another person an opportunity to get this free information that we are giving to the world. Yes. Let me turn to this side. This gentleman is an amazing gentleman, and he's from Burundi, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, so you registered for the software development courses.
Yes.
On Thursday at around 7:30 East African time, and that is about 5:30 West African time, we had an orientation class. We had our partners from Play to Work, Mr. Gregory and Tony, who gave us an amazing session, who briefed us on how the classes are going to be. What are your expectations?
Wow. First of all, I would like to start with this.
Yeah.
I've been in crypto like now clocking to 3 years.
Yeah.
And I'm a crypto trader, and also I do develop some things using metaverse.
Right.
So and the challenge that I've been facing is okay, I understand crypto industry in general. We talk about layer 2 solutions, we talk about protocols, we talk about this and that, but I had not got an opportunity of learning how they are built. The technology that is used. I know them by names, but now being able to practice them with the real teachers. Because so far what I've been doing with Metaverse, I learned them through YouTube, from tutorials. I've been able to build something. Okay.
Wow.
But right now, we have courses free of charges. Can you imagine? Those ones. Through, of course, Mitro Plus Lab in partnership with Play for Work. And after that, it's not only going to stop from there. They are onboarding us. Anyone that is able to subscribe for those classes. And maybe you could be here and you are working for Canada companies, UK companies, Russian companies, yet you are within Africa.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a very, very wonderful opportunity that I said to myself that I have to take it and have to pursue it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, talking about employment and jobs, our partnering company, the company that is partnering with us on the software development courses, is having ready jobs, ready employment for those that have registered and those that are going to study. So for those that are going to study and pass, there are ready jobs, ready good paying, jobs. So there is free employment, there is ready employment in different countries, in different parts of the world. So this is a big opportunity for us as Africans. It's a big opportunity for you who is in Nigeria. It's a big opportunity for you who is watching us from Dar es Salaam. It's a big opportunity for you. So what we request of you is to spread, go ahead and spread. Talk about MicroPlus Labs. This opportunity, this blessing has come to you free of charge. Just talk about it. Just go ahead and talk about this opportunity. Tell other people, tell another person to tell another person to tell another person about MicroPlus Labs. Yes, Mr. Emmanuel.
Yes, please.
You said Bollinger Bands is your favorite indicator.
Yeah.
Briefly, can you tell us briefly how the Bollinger Bands work?
So basically, you are to look at the candlesticks.
Yes.
On the chart.
Yeah.
On crypto, I'm more of a crypto trader myself.
Right.
So I'll give an example. When you look at the charts and you happen to see the market moving in the direction of a bearish.
Yeah.
And your Bollinger Band happens to be right next to the candlesticks as they move down.
Yeah.
So at that point is where you draw maybe a support to help you out understand it, and you would now have to add in other indicators, for example the MACD, to kind of like give proof, and the RSI to what you have drawn.
Yeah.
So you would even have to add in the resistance, so that in case your RSI and the MACD are not like moving together, you will have to now either wait for the market to go up again with a bullish, or as it breaks the resistance, but that will have to be in line with the RSI and MACDs. So I would not say I basically rely on the Bollinger Band entirely. Other indicators have to be incorporated as well.
Yeah, but
you know, conclusion.
You know how the three bands, the upper, the middle, and the lower bands work, and what they mean.
Yes, please.
You know what to do when the red candle, or probably when two red candles, or probably when an evening pattern comes in. You know what to do when just looking at the Bollinger Bands. You know what to expect.
Yeah. You
can know where the market is probably going to go. You can know when the market is going to go up or going to go down, or it's retracing. You can.
Yeah, when it's having an impulsive price action, and then traces back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think those things.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's amazing. Your name is?
Emmanuel Atire.
Yes, Emmanuel Atire is one of our BLC students, and it's a pleasure having you today. It's the first time you're having you in studio.
Yes.
And it's the first time you're having me in studio as well. Yes. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you very, very, very much. It's a pleasure, and I hope we get to have you probably one more time when you call on. We normally have Emma and Tales of Emma and some other, about two guys that we normally have. But probably next time when we host our students in the studio, probably we can have some ladies. I want to have you, Queen Kavuma, in studio. Yes, I want to have you, Queen Kavuma, in studio, and I want to have. This lady, this other lady, this other lady that Frank gave a book.
Lydia?
Yes, Lydia K. Nasira. Yeah, Lydia K. Nasira. Yes, yes. I want to have some ladies in in our fellowship. Yes, and please comment. Go ahead and like and comment and share the video and tell us where you're viewing us from. I can see Chidera. Chidera, I think you also should come on our fellowship one of these days. Probably we'll connect you on Zoom and probably you'll be telling us what you've learned and how you are benefiting from Mitro Plus Labs and AJ Effects. I want to have all of you in studio. You might not come here physically, but probably we could probably have you on Zoom or something. Thank you so much, Mr. Emma. It was pleasure having you. And back to you, sir. I want you to briefly in about 2 minutes to call people and tell people your expectations for the software development courses and our BLC classes.
Okay, in which language? In English?
In let's this time round used French. This time round let's use Chivandimo. Let's use Runyaranda.
Okay, before I go to that, I wanted to add something. Maybe you add there and you have money. Maybe you say like, I will just subscribe for those courses at campus at what. I was looking at some of the programs that are there. They are going to teach us. Like one called Solidity, C++. And I've moved around the universities here. Those courses are not there. Those programs are not there.
Yes, by the way.
So you might be there and you think that maybe I would just go there, Makerere, subscribe there. It's not there. It's not there.
But on that note, some of these universities, most of these universities are coming to us to educate them about these technologies. So this is knowledge, this is technology, this is information that you're not gonna get everywhere. It's not an everyday technology. You're not gonna learn about most of these things from university. And yet there is a lot that we learn from these universities and schools that are actually not benefiting us at the end of the day. So yes, as you close, sir.
Okay. Mwiriwe mwaramutse aho muri hose turi muri studio za Mitro Plus Labs ikaba iri base muri Uganda ariko ifise programme yo kwigisha abantu bose muri Afrika yose ndetse naho toburi muri Afrika ukaburi no kwindi migabane yo kwisi ariko ukaba ufise ubushake bwo kwiga ibintu bijanye na génie logiciel mu bintu bikorana cyane na blockchain ubwo buhinga bariko babyigisha ku buntu kwiyandikisha uca kuri YouTube hari amashene yacu arayona site web na Twitter ubariyo yitwa X hama ni ku buntu mweje kwiga baca babaronderera akazi kaba kahari directement umva si ibintu urinda kugira ngo uraheza kwiga hama ugaca urindira ko baguha akazi ni direct nyene uraheza bivanye n'amanota waronse ugacuronka akazi.
Wow, that is true. Whatever you've said is true. Whatever you've said is true. Well, that's from Mr. Ivan and Mr. Emmanuel. That was it. Thank you so much for checking in. Thank you so much for coming to check on us. It's been amazing. It's been awesome having you. And thank you so much. May God bless you. Have a good evening. And I'm bringing in our BLC. Yes, I'm bringing in our BLC tutor, Mr. Andrew Senyomo Chigonya. Mr. Andrew Senyomo Chigonya is our coordinator, East and Central Africa. He's an amazing man. The things that we talk about, the things that I talk about, the things that I have learned, the things that I teach, the things that have changed my life, the things that have transformed my life, I've gotten all this knowledge from Mr. Andrew Senyomo Chigonya. Mr. Andrew Senyomo Chigonya, you are most welcome. And a lot of you love Mr. Frank Kanabi. Mr. Frank Kanabi is an amazing man. He's really he's an awesome gentleman. But Mr. Kanabi also tells you, he normally tells you that he got all this information that he has from Mr. Andrew Senyomo Chigonya. So I'm gonna have Mr. Andrew Senyomo Chigonya say hello. But before he comes in, I want to go to our Zoom and say hello to Mr. Rama Kizito. Mr. Rama Kizito, are you here?
Hey, yes, good evening. Is my audio okay? Can you guys hear me well?
Loud and clear. Yeah, tell us if you can hear us well. For those that are on YouTube, kindly let us know if we are loud and clear. Yes, Mr. Rama Kizito.
So, yes, hello everyone. I am Rama Kizito here, and I'm truly excited to be here for this tonight. Even though I can't be there in person due to unforeseeable circumstances, I'm a little down. But nonetheless, I'm here online, and I'm really looking forward to this fantastic discussion that has been planned. And of course, I want to take this moment to express my sincere gratitude to you, Mr. Simon Balin, for graciously stepping in for me tonight. And I've been following up. I've been here ever since this started. And I must say, you need to continue doing this. I see no reason for me to be there every Friday when you're there. So I just want to say, thank you, and I can't wait to chip in to the rest of the conversation. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Mr. Rama Kizito. I really can't stay here because you are here and you are mentoring me, and I'm not yet there. But yes, it's an amazing opportunity that you've given me tonight to, to chip in. And before I have Mr. Andrew, I want to know if I have Mr. Festo, our founder of MitoPlus Labs. Can I have Mr. Festo?
Yes, Simon, you do. You have me here.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Simon.
Yes, it's a pleasure having you, and these people have been asking about you, and kindly say hello.
Well, hello. I am well. I hope everyone is well, and I would love to extend my gratitude to the team that is broadcasting live today in the studio. And also my gratitude to those that are tuned in, and a lot of congratulations to the students that went ahead and subscribed to our software development classes. Remember, when you're embarking on blockchain software development classes, you're not just embarking on any technology, but this is a technology that promises to reshape industries, economies, and even societies. Blockchain is not just a buzzword, it's a revolution. So I think it's the right course to go. You are just positioning yourself to where the world is going to need you most. And so congratulations again to everyone that has chosen to take this step. And also, actually, some of us tutors in MitoPlus Labs for financial literacy will also be in most of these classes for blockchain software development, because we want to learn several other languages and also things that we do not know yet in software development. So we're also excited as well as you. So the more such partnerships come in, it's the more we get more knowledge. It's something that is really great for all of us, and I hope and pray that we can get to grow together as an African continent. Thank you so much.
Wow, you are welcome, and good evening. Yes, Mr. Festo and Rama Kizito and myself, we host the Insta Live every Sunday afternoon at exactly 3 p.m. East African time and 1 p.m. West African time. So always endeavor to tune in. It's always chilly Sundays. We are always chilling. Sometimes we are at the beach, eating fish. Sometimes we are playing pool tables. Sometimes we are probably at the swimming pool, having some fun as we have some, conversation. Life of a trader. Yes. With me is Mr. Senyomo Andrew, our BLC teacher. and coordinator East and Central Africa. Most of you know Mr. Andrew. Most of you have met him online, and most of you have probably met him physically. And Mr. Andrew, one of these days, is talking about Forex trading, right? Yes, one of these days he's teaching about Forex trading. Forex trading is one of those most exciting topic for any trader, especially the new traders. Because with Forex, it's you make easy money, but again, you lose money easily if you are not careful. If you don't have the right information, if you don't have the right knowledge, if you don't have what it takes to trade Forex, you easily lose the money as you can easily get the money. So Forex is one of those amazing topics, and I've had a lot of students that have been asking us if we are going to do Forex or not, because some of you are really, really, really interested in Forex. Mr. Senyomo Andrew, you're most welcome, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Berlin, our good friend and our leader at Micro Plus Labs, head of business. Yes, my name is Senyomo Andrew, and I'm a tutor at Micro Plus Labs. I'm also a leader, and I'm also the coordinator Eastern Central Africa.
Yes. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. That is Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew, we started the BLC classes. I remember we started with evolution of money, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we started with evolution of money, and we've moved until where we are. Today we are talking about Forex trading. We had newbies by the time we started, we had newbies, people who knew nothing, literally nothing in, about blockchain. And look, today we have, you've mentored hundreds of people. And a lot of people have something to say about blockchain. A lot of people have something to say about cryptocurrencies. A lot of people have something to say about AI. At least if you ask any of our students about AI, at least they know the definition of AI. There are so many professors there. There are so many lawyers out there. There's so many doctors out there that won't understand when you mention the word AI. They don't even know what it means. There are so many professors that won't understand when you talk about Web3 and Metaverse and stuff like that. But look, you've given an opportunity to the young people, to the young generation. You've given people an opportunity to Africa. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we are talking about Forex, and I want you to help us briefly talk about where we are and what we should expect.
All right. Thank you very much, Simon. We've come a long way in our classes. We have done. We promised to cater for everyone. We promised to cater for the crypto traders and the Forex traders. Initially, before we came to this level, we had explained to you the pros and the cons of both ends. So people in the class have decided many of them are going to specialize in some are going to specialize in Forex, some are going to specialize in what? In crypto. So we have done crypto to some level, and at this level we have paused crypto, then we are going to Forex trading. We've had 2 lessons about Forex trading, and those are the basic lessons. We've learned about our brokers, and we know now that we have different brokers that we use in Forex trading. This looks to be very infantry, or let me say a level of like kiddish level. But like I said earlier, you need to wait for the people who are totally ignorant about the topics. Many people are in the class and they're expert traders already, which is very good, but we have to teach people according to the syllabus. We have to start from down, and we keep on growing slowly. So when I talk about, when there's a class and I talk about brokers, who are brokers, how do they come in, how do we open up an account? To some expert traders, it looks like this is very, very small. I mean, I can't be in a class which teaches that. Well, we are going to come to the expert level. So we've done our brokers. We've opened up the last class we opened up what we call a trading account. And we saw how we integrate our C trader or MT4 or MT5 trader, trading platforms with our brokers. So we are moving. We learned about pips. Pips are a price in percentage. What happens? We talked about pipettes. Yeah. We talked about the JPY pips, that there are 2 decimals. We talked about the other currency pair pips that are 4 decimals. So this is very critical information. Actually, I want to be very honest with you. In Forex trading, the best class is about leverage and pips. The other things can come along. But if you learn that class very, very well, Forex trading is going to be easy for you. It will, when you learn leverage and pips, you'll be able to know how many pips am I targeting for, how many pips have I lost, how many pips have I gained. And then you'll be able to determine how much money you're going to make per pip and all that. So that is where we are right now. And we are also going to tackle what we call lot sizes in the next class, whereby we shall learn about the nano, the micro, and the macro lot, and how they work, how do they come into our Forex trading. Then after that, we shall try to integrate the knowledge we have learned in the crypto trading, with the Forex trading. Then we see how we move. How do we add in the Bollinger Bands? How do we add in other financial indicators? How do we add in all the technical indicators into our MT4, MT5? Then we shall also use the Fibonacci retracement tools and also the harmonic patterns. Then after that, we shall move on to the next topic, which will be known as the Elliott wave trading.
Thank you. One question. For people like me or people like other people that don't use, for example, MT4, that use other platforms like, for example, IQ options, how do you translate, how do you explain pips and pips, especially for someone that trades IQ options, for example?
Options doesn't necessarily, when options doesn't necessarily, options is somehow different from the normal Forex trading with pips. Yeah. With options, it is a stake, a yes or no, an up or down. You understand? So you don't have to calculate any pips. All you have to do is to take a position, and you say, my position, you will end up in the upper level, it will end up in the lower level after this period of time. And then you'll make off money, or you lose what? Money. So there is no need for pips in option trading. I told you we are going to learn about
IQ options.
Yeah, I told you guys we are going to see all these types of trading. Options, the normal Forex trading, trading of what we call inside out, jump indices, relative indices, crash and boom, and so many others. So all these ones are totally traded differently. All of them are traded differently. Yeah, so that's it.
Wow, are we going to get to, like you say, some of the people that are in our BLC classes some of them have been trading, some of them have self-trained themselves to trade, and when you talk about some things, they think that's for infants. And are we coming to a level where we are talking about probably, for example, trading sessions and stuff like that?
Yes, that's a very good question, Mr. Simon. Yes, we are moving with everyone from the infantry level to the what we call the military grade, because we are preparing you guys for something. Then also we are going to start having those live session of trading. You'll be trading with a company, both in crypto and in what? In Forex trading. So wait for that moment. Is going to come, because it's going to be a very practical moment, and you will be able to judge and see if the information you got was right or it was wrong. So from there, after trading with the company, then we shall leave you. By that time, you will have gained your own wings. You can fly on your own, and you move on.
Wow. That is Mr. Senyomo Andrew, our BLC tutor and our leader, and also our coordinator, East and Central Africa. I want to invite an amazing individual, a face that you all know, a face that you are always excited to see. One, Kanabi Frank. Kanabi Frank is one of these guys that actually in real life challenges me. He's one of the guys that really challenges me. Kanabi Frank always have something. He always has something. He always comes up with something that you've never heard of. I don't know how he takes off his time. I don't know how he divides his time with business and the market, but Kanabi Frank is always updated. So if there is something that I would love to know, anything, literally anything that I would, love to know in the blockchain space, in the metaverse space, and everything blockchain, Mr. Kanabi is always the first person that I go to inquire, because really, who doesn't want to inquire from Mr. Kanabi? Mr. Kanabi is beyond this world, honestly. Yes, he's always inspiring. He's always inspiring me. He's always challenging me to learn more. Mr. Kanabi is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Africa, let's welcome Mr. Kanabi Frank.
I just perceive the warm welcome that you have given me to the public to be so nice. Okay, I'm here, and today we are here to crash and dissect what's going to happen in the markets. What we do at MicroPlus Labs is that we prophesy the markets.
Wow.
And prophesying means that,
well, that's why I call you crypto prophecy. Crypto prophet.
Yeah, we do that.
This guy is a crypto prophet.
We do that, but we do it not. We do it both spiritually, slightly, and analytically, mostly. So,
wow. What do you mean spiritually?
Of course, most of the team that we are dealing with, let them be Muslims, let them be Christian, they are all staunch believers.
Yes.
And MicroPlus Labs is at core of our religious belief in the Almighty God who sits in heavens.
One of the things that amazes me about MicroPlus Labs is that we don't get to choose people that we work with, but we find ourselves working with spiritual people. Honestly, I don't know how it works, but we don't get to, try to find people that, are connected to God, and, but every time we get someone that connects to us somehow, that person is talking about God, church, and mosques, and so I love the community. I love the environment of the people that I'm working with and dealing with. Mr. Kanabi is here for the Market Watch tonight, and I want to give him a few minutes about the Market Watch.
Okay.
Tell us what's happening in the market, tell us what has happened in the market, and tell us what we should expect to happen in the very near future.
Okay, to
everyone
begin,
is talking about bull run. I hear bull run. And we really want to know when this bull run is coming.
Okay.
And we want to know what we should expect in the market, considering what's already happening in the market.
Okay, slightly, a few days, I was telling the students here that BTC is pumping today, but you should go slightly slow on it, because it's just creating what we do call imbalances and inefficiencies in price action, as price was actually rolling up to the upside. Mm-hmm. And then after a few days after my confirmations that the market is going to crash, I went ahead on our TikTok channel and I posted a video which was warning each and everyone that actually BTC is going to crash. Actually, it was like a few minutes after my words, and then the market just crashed like magic. So those who took positions via shorting the markets, they are making a lot of money, because right now I see even the previous low, we are almost breaking it right now. The reason as to why actually I suggested a short wasn't that I was like gambling the markets, but when you looked at that structure, it was creating a triangle within the middle. Creating a triangle within the middle of a structure or of a collection confirms what we do call a corrective structure, because never a structure that is going to be an impulsive structure that can create a triangle within the middle. I mean, to start a triangle, it's a confirmation of what we do call a correction, and whenever correction comes, it's just a move, or it's just like a breathing of the markets and then a continuation to that direction.
To someone watching us, what is a correction?
Okay, a correction is that breathe back, call it a pullback, that normally happens after a certain move or after an impulsive move. By impulse, I mean an exponential move. It can be to the upside, it can be to the downside. Being exponential, normally it is followed by an alternative move, which is a breathing, call it a pullback, and that pullback is what we do call a correction. Now, a correction can be a zigzag, a correction can be a triangle, a correction can be a flat correction, a correction can be what we do call a combined structure, which is a WXYZ structure. That's according to the Elliott wave strategy of trading.
Okay, just a minute. Mr. Andrew, what is the difference between a correction and a retracement and a pullback? What is the difference between the three?
Okay, thank you very much. A correction is whereby, let's say, there are three. There is an impulse, there is a correction, then there is a pullback. A pullback is the same as the retracement. Then a correction happens whereby the first three waves have been formed. Wave 1, then the longest wave B, and the third, that is wave C. So that is the impulse movement. So when it starts coming back down, it forms the first wave A, wave B, and then wave C. That side where there is wave A, wave B, and wave C is the correction wave. We shall study all that when it comes to the Elliott waves.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, Mr. Kanabi, you are still telling us, telling us what's going to happen in the market.
Now, the explanation that Mr. Andrew has just given you right now confirms what a real collection is. And to tell you one thing, today I'm just honored in the studio. I'm just privileged because the person that is sitting beside me is my own teacher. So I'm seated with the guy who made me who I am. If I'm to give any honor to any trader here in Kampala, actually internationally, the first two guys are going to be Mr. Andrew and Mr. Festo, because these are the guys who mentored me to become what I am. And whatever I know, they know. So not that I'm seated here to give analysis every day because I'm the best at it. No, just that they just want to push my talent to the highest level. Wow. And that's the reason as to why I do trade that way. The way I trade, Mr. Andrew trades that way, and the way you see me analyzing the best way, Mr. Festo does it better than me. Wow. So just know that you two students, time is going to come when you're going to have such opportunities that I'm enjoying right now. So just be strong in class, learn it very well. You will do just like me.
Wow, yes. You are still telling us in a few minutes, please kindly tell us. And if you have a question for Mr. Kanabi Frank, kindly post it in the comment section. Mr. Kanabi, you are still telling us in 5 minutes, please. Tell us what you expect the market to do in the next future.
We have been discussing the correction that has been happening on BTC.
Yeah.
Once a correction is done, we always expect what we do call bearishness, and bearishness is already happening right now. So let me try to look into the charts right now, because normally I like to talk the reality than the gamble. So let me look at my PC slightly here to confirm what I'm really looking at. So I see BTC coming into around the 23,000 area slightly. Then from the 23,000 area, maybe we are going to get another pullback to the upside. But currently, what we are looking at is a bearish move right now. What we are actually doing is to fill up the imbalances, and when we do look at the CME chart, we still have what we do call an open gap around the 20,000 area, which needs to be filled. So to me, I think the market is still slightly to the downside.
How long, according to your analysis, how long do you think we still have the market going down? And when do you think the trader should be ready to get into the market, to buy into the market?
Now, a question of how long we are expecting the market to the downside can be something that normally we don't want to actually utter, because these structures that we are looking at in the markets are just built driven by slightly of news, driven by slightly of price action. So these guys can decided to elongate the time as far as they want, but all I can tell you is that we are about the near point for us to buy into the markets.
Wow, wow, wow. We are expecting a bull run.
True that.
A bull run is coming, and to someone viewing us, to someone that is watching us from there, could you kindly briefly break down what a bull run is, so that probably someone could get ready for it, or someone could probably avoid it?
Okay, a bull run is when the markets are actually a bull run is similar to what we call the buyer's market, when everyone is willing to buy, when everyone is actually seeing value into a particular asset. That's a bull run. So and then contrast to that is the bear run, when everyone is looking at the markets. They are not seeing into value into the markets. They are just willing to sell. That determines a bearish run, and normally it's to the downside. But there is an alternative explanation which concerns why it is called a bull run and a bear run that Mr. Andrew, my teacher, is going to explain so briefly that everyone can understand it so perfectly, because so I cannot speak when I have a teacher aside.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right about now, I want to invite in Mr. Ivaibi Phase 2. Mr. Ivaibi Phase 2 is our founder, is the founder of Mitro Plus Labs, is the vision bearer, is the man behind everything that you see us do, is the man behind him, the man behind me, the man behind him and behind everyone. Mr. Festo, you're welcome once again.
Thank you, Simon.
Yes, yesterday we had a Twitter space, and we were talking about the future of decentralized finance. Yeah. Kindly, briefly, could you kindly take us through what we shared and what we should expect?
We shared about what decentralized finance is. It's finance that works on blockchain and works independent of central authorities. And we also shared about how decentralized finance is shaping the future. It's shaping how companies are being built, how companies are being owned through tokenization. It's shaping how companies get to be funded also through digital currencies and tokenizations and the different avenues like launch pads and several other things. And we talked about how decentralized finance can be a tool to catapult so many African businesses to where they are supposed to be, so that they can compete favorably in the world with other market leaders.
Okay. Talking about decentralized finance and talking about the government and the regulators, how do we connect decentralization to centralization? How do we get the centralization to decentralization? How does it work? It looks parallel. It looks as if one is against the other. How is that going to? Are we going to get the centralization into decentralization?
Actually, they are a bit parallel from each other, but if you want to attain the goals of effectiveness and efficiency, decentralization has proved that there will be more efficiency. For example, accumulating loans in your businesses is by far not better than tokenizing your project and be able to get funding or be able to get the capital that you need to run a business. So literally, it's all about an innovation that creates more efficiency and effectiveness in every particular industry actually that there is. And centralization, usually with the right amount of pressure, we have seen that so many companies have failed on centralization because it works with just one unit body. So if that unit body has been breached, and if the parameter security of that unit body has has been breached, and everything about that means everything about that company has already been laid out. Every information is available for everyone's interference and understanding because of the breach or because of that right pressure that someone has exerted in that particular body. But if they decentralize, that means one body can be compromised, but all these other bodies can still be able to be able to perform the way they expected to perform, which calls upon a resetting of the other body that has been compromised. So literally, I think this is a form again of making the world work more effectively and efficiently.
Right. What do you think is? What do you think Microplus Labs is doing, and how do you think Microplus Labs is going to get the regulator? How do you think we are going to get centralization into this? What is the strategy? What do you think, and what is your advice again to the regulator?
Usually, first you have to identify the niche or the problem, or an area that needs improvement. That's number one. Then secondly, you have to learn about the technology. You have to learn about the technology and how to decentralize your particular industry or your particular enterprise. And what governments also should do is the same. Recognize the places where change is necessary, and then learn about this technology through education. And this is what Microplus Labs is doing, offering education and awareness of this revolution. And like I said, when I was addressing when I was making my introductory speech today, I say that blockchain is not just a technology, but a revolution, because it's disruptive technology that is going to almost touch every aspect of our life as we know it and as we have grown up knowing it. So there is that bit of learning and awareness. Then after learning, then governments will start the implementation. So as Microplus Labs, we come in that part where we catapult the learning through the educations that we are giving out, through the partnerships that we are going to have with several other universities and learning institutions. Because when you look at this technology, this is technology that almost no one went to school for, and most of us that have learned about the blockchain, it has been through handouts of those individuals that have innovated, and also listening to those particular innovators at their earliest stage, and reading a lot of white papers and accumulating all this knowledge, and also through mistakes we have learned, accumulating all this knowledge. And we have come to a point where books have been written on blockchain and cryptocurrency, but still people's experience matter. And this is what we are giving. So to the policymaker and the regulator, it's also the same thing. Technology has to be learned first before you get to the part of regulations, which starts with education and awareness that companies like Microplus Labs is doing. I think several other companies are coming up to do the same thing, probably not the same model, but we'll get there.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is Mr. Festo Ivaibi, the founder of Microplus Labs. And I want to have Mr. Ramakizito say something. Tell us his expectation in the market, looking at the news and everything that is happening around the world. Kindly, in 1 or 2 minutes, tell us what you expect and what your analysis is.
Well, I hope you can hear me well now.
Loud and clear.
Yes. According to what I see in the market, the financial analysis, certain things are inevitable. Things like Bitcoin moving to the moon is quite inevitable, because then we have things like ETFs that are just awaiting approval, and that is about 6 of them. We already saw news coming in from Europe of an ETF that was approved. So we are waiting for US, and which we would want to say is the biggest player to the fundamental and in moving the markets as well. There is an ETF approval that was delayed, and that is for the biggest asset management company, that is BlackRock. but we should expect it very soon. And according to the way I see things, the ETF might be approved before the Bitcoin halving coming in April. So we may see from when the time Bitcoin comes down to about 23,000. And if that is the moment that the ETF, and by that I mean of BlackRock, is approved, we may even see an all-time high before the Bitcoin halving in April. And of course, in the upcoming bull run as well, we expect to see something that has never happened in cryptocurrencies, because then we are having institutional adoption, and these are the key drivers and influencers of the rest of the masses. So the future is quite very, very bright, and like we've already said, preparation is key. Stacking up finances is key at this moment, and accumulation for those that hope to invest in altcoins is also key. And also, like advice from the rest of the tutors and analysts in Metro Plus Labs, this is the time to be looking at the different projects with use cases that are going to be timely in the upcoming bull run. Things like Shiba, that has the Shibarium as well. So there is so much to say about what's happening fundamentally in the news. But one thing, speaking for crypto, we're having a time of our lives, and we can't wait to experience it.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. We are getting to the end of the session. It's been an amazing session. Having first we had our BLC students, and then we had our leader and also our student in the software development courses. And yes, I want us to close, but before I close, I want to give out a few books, really a few books to a few individuals. Mr. Frank, would you love to give out a book, or I do it?
You do it.
Okay, Mr. Andrew, would you love to give out a book?
Yes, I'll give out my book.
Kindly give out 2 books.
All right, I'll give a book to 2 ladies. 2 books to 2 ladies. This week I told you I'll be concentrating on the ladies. I want more ladies in the class. Please, we want more ladies. We want a gender balance. I'll give out a book to one called Eunice. Eunice, you know yourself. Then also I'll give out another book to Shamim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Shamim and Eunice, you've gotten books, and to get these books, you'll contact Ronnie Moses. Ronnie Moses is in our Telegram channel, so kindly contact him to get the books. He'll be letting you know. He'll be telling you where to get the books. I'm also giving books, one to Mashaville. Mashaville, you have won yourself a book, and I'll give another one to AJ Effects. AJ Effects. Did he get a book last time? Okay, I'm giving one to AJ Effects. I'm giving you a book. And lastly, I'm giving a book to Paxoni Benzi. Paxoni Benzi, you've won yourself a book. And maybe lastly again, let me give one to Wafula Alan. Those are the books that I had to give today. Thank you so very much. All right, Mr. Andrew.
I wanted to say something still to the students.
Yeah.
We are organizing something more in the presence, and it will be based on how many people you invite for the next class. So if you invite 10, there is a big present that the company is organizing. So if you invite 5, there is another prize that we want to give, and all that. So the more people you invite is the bigger the price that you are going to get for the next class. So please, we are going to start following up on that, and then we are going to draw a database, and we see who has invited who, and then it will give you a lot of points, especially when we are going for the Market Mania, and also the Gorilla Hunt and Gorilla Hub program. So
Okay.
endeavor to follow, like, share our social media handles, and also kindly invite as many people as you can. The more you invite for the people in the next class, it's going to give you points for the next activities.
Wow, thank you so much. That was Mr. Andrew, our BLC teacher, and With me is Mr. Frank Kanabi. Mr. Frank, just say bye. Just bye to our people because we've run out of time.
Okay, bye to everyone.
Yes, and Mr. Rama, if you're still there, just say it in your language.
Well, in my language, it's Masalam.
Okay, Mr. Festo, are you still here?
Yes, I am.
Yes, just your parting, your goodbye to our viewers tonight.
Okay, it's never a goodbye at Metro Plus Labs. It's a see you later. We are a
Right.
family that already
Right.
after a day.
Right.
See you guys and have a blessed weekend.
All right, have a beautiful one. It's been an amazing session. My name is Simon Berlin, and I've had an amazing time with you, and I look forward to having you probably next Friday. Have yourself a beautiful weekend. Bye. See you.